This is Dim Simple Media, the first common sense, uncensored opposition YouTube channel in Los Angeles, coming from Angelino. And we are standing in the favorite for taxpayers location, Department of Public Social Services. I'm sure the taxpayers just love this place. They just love this type of offices. This channel is dedicated to the interests of self-sufficient taxpayers, self-sufficient business owners, self-sufficient property owners. It's not dedicated to people who depend on the government. But we're standing here outside of the Department of Public Social Services, DPSS in Los Angeles, to talk about people who depend on the government and moral values that served as a basis for functioning of these type of offices. First of all, about self-sufficient people. Self-sufficient people are those who went to school, got their education, got jobs, started making money, bought their homes, and they don't depend on the government. Self-sufficient people earned their well-being. They earned their well-being. They actually had to work hard, and as a result, they bought the home. As a result, they driving nice cars. As a result, they go traveling, they're enjoying their lives. So we have one group of people that are self-sufficient, they don't depend on the government, and they're probably the largest population in the country. And then we get thousands, millions of people that do depend on the government, and they are the clients of DPSS. What do? They pay welfare, they give them food stamps, they give them Medicare, they give them Medicare, they give them health coverage, Obamacare, they give them all kinds of benefits. And there's two groups of people that are their clients. One group are elderly, disabled, people who worked all their life and they earned Social Security benefits, and they should be taken care of by the government because they earned it, or they're so disabled that they just can't work, and you don't want them being in the streets. Even though they're still in the streets, they still end up in the streets. But then there is other big group of people that didn't earn their benefits, that don't want to work, and they're called professional parasites. And there's a lot of them in this, that they're clients of these type of offices. How does this country operate right now? They are robbing the self-sufficient people by taxing them, by redistributing income and wealth to support these type of offices, to support professional parasites. So aside from it, the main parasite is not even these people that are living off taxpayer-paid benefits. The main parasite is the government that is robbing taxpayers, property owners, business owners, justifying the robbery with the need to support people in line here. That is the number one problem. They're saying, you know what, there's all these people that they need help. We need to pay them some benefits. We need to pay them unemployment. We need to pay them welfare. We need to give them food stamps. So you self-sufficient taxpayers have an obligation to support them. And we, the government, are going to be managing and facilitating the process of wealth redistribution. And they call it equity also. They call it equity, like equality. The main question is, how can you seek equality between someone who actually earned their well-being and professional parasite who never wanted to work? There should be no equality between these two groups of people. There are professional parasites that should not have the same treatment, they should not have the same rights as self-sufficient taxpayers. That's common sense. Equality is not common sense. But currently, our moral values are so distorted that they're undermining common sense. They're nonsense. The moral values of today, based on Judeo-Christian values, Judeo-Christian religion, say that compassion has to be indiscriminate. So even if the person is a professional parasite, even if the person is defective in different ways, if the person doesn't contribute, if the person doesn't want to do anything, and they're pretty much causing harm to other people, you still need to be compassionate to them regardless. If they didn't earn their compassion, you still need to be compassionate to them. These are the moral values that we have. They make no sense. Why should we be compassionate to people who didn't earn compassion with their hard work, by being civilized, by behaving well, but by not committing crimes, by not being in the street, trashing parks, trashing subways, trashing public transportation, etc.? Why do we need to be compassionate to people who are causing harm to us? I don't understand this. You guys should think about it and let me know. If you liked this video, don't worry about sharing it with anyone. Don't like it, don't subscribe. Let's just keep it between ourselves.